If you've been listening all hour, you'll know two things. One, that I think 32 times 10 is 3,000, which I have quickly been told is wrong. There it is, 3,000. It's times 100. And Disneyland is 85 acres. Camp Corey is 10 times bigger than Disneyland. So, pretty incredible stuff. We've been talking a lot about the community and getting involved. And Lloyd Ball and Sasha O'Leary join us. They're co-founders and principals of Shadow Inventory Solutions. And although Shadow Inventory Solutions is only 2 years old, its principals have close to 20 years of real estate experience, closing hundreds of millions in transactions in volume. And both Sasha and Lloyd are also on the board of directors at Keller Williams Realty and are heavily involved in the Young Professionals Network of King County and also heavily involved in networking and Facebook. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
How you guys doing?
We're doing good.
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 You guys, let's networking, getting involved in the community. That's really where you guys have succeeded. And,
well, we love people. And when it comes to people, you never know where someone's headed, where someone's going. So, you just treat everyone the same. And being able to network and put events together just gives us the opportunity to enrich our lives with more relationships. So that's kind of the heart and the spirit behind why we put events together. We don't make any money off of this. It's not a business. In fact, commercial real estate is our profession, but networking, putting events together is a hobby to us. It's something we love, and it's something we're really passionate about. We're passionate about our local community, and any way we can give back and create a platform where people can connect, build relationship, build partnerships, or just build relationships that last for a long time.
Yeah, this year, the charity part has been a really big aspect for us. We've been involved with the YMCA, Michael Ryan Pattison Foundation. We're doing Step Ahead, and then also Nature Consortium as well. So that's a really, really big aspect, of trying to give back, trying to get, other people involved in the community and in charity that might not normally be involved in that aspect of the community is really big for us.
Right. A big thing is a lot of the young professionals aren't aware of the kind of good that the charities are doing locally. And so if there's any way we can provide more awareness, they want to give back. They're getting to the point where they have more disposable income. They're feeling good about their careers. And I think it's important to involve every event or get a charity involved with every event so they get the spotlight for a moment to talk about what they're doing for the community. And hopefully they can gain some more support from the crowds that we bring to the table.
So let's talk about events, because you guys have done some great events. I've been at them. When somebody starts thinking about events to go to, maybe it's based on the charity that is spotlit. They have a light on them. What are some other ways you recommend people find these events to go to? Because, I think there's probably people out there who want to go, but they don't even know where to look.
Yeah, if you go online and check out I Love Seattle, that is a great website that has tons of different networking events, all sorts of different events that are going on all over the city. And, most people that are throwing networking events, that type of stuff will go on there and put it on there. So that's a great place, centralized location. And then obviously for us, social media, if you go on there and start kind of checking around for networking groups, that type of stuff, you're going to find a lot of different groups locally based. And that's huge because you can connect with so many different people, not just face to face, but also online via social media.
When you talk about social media, but isn't that kind of the starting line? I mean, isn't that the first place people can get involved, but then you actually can go meet these people?
Absolutely. Yeah. Now more than ever, people are connecting online and bringing those relationships to the real world through face-to-face meetings, events, happy hours, and then vice versa.
Partying with a purpose.
Right. And then vice versa, where people are connecting at events and happy hours and managing their relationships through social media. So it's an amazing thing. We're in an amazing time right now where the world is just so transparent and everything's recorded online. A lot of photos and videos are uploaded online. And so the events that we do, they live on. The funny thing is we never print a flyer we send maybe one email, 2 email blasts, but for the most part, it's all through social media, and we're posting the events on Facebook. We have a lot of supporters because they like what we do, and we support them, and we push each other's events, and therefore they reach tens of thousands of people, and everyone is sold out. It's just a great opportunity that we have before us with social media.
And when people go to these events, one thing I've heard you guys say is and you like this, is it's not a bunch of people asking, hey, what can you do for me? What can you do for me? It's really kind of the opposite.
Yeah, our big thing is, coming from a place of contribution, and I think what makes people have big amounts of success is when they meet someone, listening to what they do and seeing how they can help them, whether that's with their business or connecting them with other people, inviting them to other events that they know about, connecting them with other brands, those types of things. So I think that networking is evolving and changing because the rules have changed. After the market crashed, everyone, the way people did business was different. Now today, when you want to go to a new restaurant, what's the first thing that you do? You Google it. You look at what other people's opinions are. That's why in today's market, referrals are so, so important.
I try to find a coupon, but as my wife would know.
Perk, right?
Or
We're really big on
That's
Perk.
right. No, I
Great
like
app.
Perk. It
Great
is a good
sponsor
app.
of ours.
Yeah.
It runs her life.
Does it? Where are we going today? Yeah.
It's like, how much am I saving and what time am I eating at?
Yeah.
So.
2:00. All right, done. Okay, so people come to your events. They've been very successful. And you come from this, as you said, you come to this place of more of generosity than take. It's a giving place more than it is a taking place. Do you think that is growing more? Is it going that way? I mean, are people coming off the computer and meeting and giving more than they were in the past? Well,
that's something we are pushing hard. And I think, as Sasha said, the rules kind of have changed. In the past, I'm in a business where the average age is 45 years old. So there's a high barrier to entry. And a lot of these guys back in 05, 06, they didn't even want to talk to me because there was so much success. But since the market crashed, now everyone wants to work together again. Mm-hmm. And, we just want to instill a spirit in our local area that I think giving back, coming from a place of contribution, is a long-term strategy that pays dividends. It may not come back right away, but who knows? I mean, 20 years from now, what have we done together? What have we built together because we've enriched each other's lives?
Okay, so let's talk about now your event tomorrow, which against all common sense is called the death of networking.
For a little bit of shock and awe. But the reason why we called it that is because it's changed. It's been rebirthed. And, the way networking is done today is not the way it was done 5-7 years ago. Again, I'm in commercial real estate, and the crazy thing is all the clients that I want to work with, about 90% of them, I can Google their companies on LinkedIn. I can find all the officers, look at their profiles, see what friends we have in common, read their executive summaries, read their recommendations, and then reach out and connect to them. It's amazing. And the way that
and people are receptive. That's the other part.
The walls are down online. And that's what it's about. LinkedIn. It's about linking. It's about connecting. So, the walls are down. And I think this culture of giving back and being open to connecting with people is emerging right now amongst young professionals and old professionals.
And I think the biggest thing to remember, too, is since everyone is accessible, basically, to everyone today, you're literally a mouse click away from someone, that's where your relationship with someone really, really comes in, and the death of networking, it's not about handing out as many business cards as you can. Because
most people don't even carry business cards anymore. Right?
It really, that's what it comes down to, and it's really, the relationship that you have with that person. How have you connected with them? Have you helped them in any way? Have you added value to them? because that is what's going to solidify that relationship and grow that relationship even further. Because, when you think about Lloyd does have an amazing point, but the thing is, everyone can do that. So what makes you stand out among everyone else that is trying to click on that person and get to that person as well?
Right. And the event is a panel event. It's at El Gaucho. We've got a great panel. People will be seated having breakfast, and we all know El Gaucho has great food. But you probably haven't had breakfast there.
I didn't even know they did breakfast.
They're doing it special for us.
Filet mignon and coffee. I don't know.
So it's all red carpet. We're streaming live from the red carpet. We've got step and repeat, so people are going to be photographed, tagged on Facebook. The entire event will be videotaped, so the event will live on, which is a cool thing about, what we do. It's a content explosion, and we want to give as much value to the attendees as possible and the people who couldn't make it.
Well, I will be there with you guys tomorrow, so I look forward to seeing you there. But before we go to break, you guys are going to stick around. We're going to bring everybody back, talk a little bit more about this giving back to the community. We'll be right back after this break. That's Sasha O'Leary and Lloyd Ball.